So yesterday, nag-launch ang Wellness and Aesthetics Institute ng The Medical City. Isa sa pinaka-outstanding na services na nakita ko is yung Center for Gender Health and Wellness nila. Meron ditong private surgery suite para sa mga aesthetics and gender affirmation procedures and other hormonal thing. So for transgender and non-binary persons, the services for gender-affirming hormone therapy, and we're also connecting people to gender-affirming surgery for those who want to avail of that. Also, of course, we're, a part of our team is psychiatry for mental health services for LGBTQ persons, whether it's related to gender dysphoria or anything else, basically. And then regarding for the any other services, because I know that even for persons who are not transgender or even not non-binary, and they don't necessarily want treatment for gender dysphoria, one problem, for example, for trans men, for example, is that they need also the preventive services for females. Sorry, I'll just take off the mask since you've seen it already.
Yes.
So they also need preventive services for females, and unfortunately, it's very difficult for trans men, for example, to go to the OB/GYN offices and be with cisgender women who may look at them with some stigma and discrimination. As for transgender women, they would also need some services for preventive services as well, and that's where we loop in with wellness and screening for those patients, and also for any other services they require. Because remember, LGBTQ, there are specific health needs that they need that will need to be seen holistically. So that's the gender affirming services. However, they also have health needs that they may not also be aware of in terms of screening, and that will be good for their wellness also. So that's why we loop them in. In fact, for our patients who we see, we're not just looking at them in terms of hormones, even if I'm an endocrinologist, we're also screening for diabetes, cholesterol, and all of these other common problems which may not normally be seen, and we're also providing the safe space for them to be able to be seen and to be comfortable and get the services that they require. Thank you. It's like with certain procedures, certain surgeries. So, if you're asking specifically about gender-affirming procedures and surgeries, then so some of that is being done by plastic surgeons. The problem kasi is specifically for transgender persons in terms of just gender dysphoria and gender-affirming surgery, they go to small places. As someone who treats transgender persons, I have seen too many things go wrong in those places, right? Usually they see a cosmetic surgeon who may not be properly trained to do all of these procedures safely, and they're just being done for profit, diba? So, and that's what we're able to provide here as well, in line with our surgery, with our the aesthetics, with dermatology, that they're able to provide those services safely and without, and also in line with the whole team. Kasi wala naman yung elsewhere. So that's the thing, that there's clearances, everyone's making sure that that patient is safe to get the services that they require. Ang galing, di ba? Pero bukod dyan, meron pa silang ibang mga lifestyle and adult preventive health check na pwede mong pagpilian. Just read the menu. Punta na kayo dito sa 3MC Medical City.